But my first question goes to Mr. Nalin Kohli, advocate as well as BJP senior spokesperson. And Mr. Nalin Kohli, you heard it from Mr. Prithviraj Chavan there, completely nailing it. He says the whole sequence of events gives the conspiracy of the BJP away. From the way the stay was taken on the case in Surat to the opposition against Rahul Gandhi from the Hindenburg report, Bharat Jodo Yatra, etc., etc. Respond to the charges that you wanted Rahul Gandhi disqualified, and this is how you got it.
Mr. Prithviraj Chavan is a very senior Congress leader and he's been around for a long time. So he's picked a small chapter out of the typical Congress rule book. When in doubt, you allude to a conspiracy. I mean, the late Mrs. Indira Gandhi always had a conspiracy of a foreign hand. Here, because Mr. Rahul Gandhi till very recently was literally begging for help from outside India to help solve India's so-called democracy in crisis, he couldn't have said there is a conspiracy for a foreign hand. So you just reverse the road and see a conspiracy at home. So let's now approach it really on merits rather than the typical Congress strategy. The fact of the matter is, what is the crux of it? Mr. Rahul Gandhi, if I just take his utterances, and he's in a habit of speaking very, very loosely, very regularly, in 2018 was hauled up by the Supreme Court of India for his very intemperate remarks of even you misquoting the Supreme Court on Rafale. And he was warned, but it had no effect on him. Probably water like a duck's back flowed off it. And then in 2019, he comes up with a statement calling all Modis, saying Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Narendra Modi, ये सारे Modi surname वाले चोर क्यों होते हैं? In one go, he either didn't apply his mind or he was absolutely clear that he wants to abuse the OBC community and that he wanted to abuse everyone with the Modi surname. Maybe because he has an allergy to the fact that people are not have a very fine comparison between him and Prime Minister Modi and vote for Prime Minister Modi instead of him. And he has several other utterances. Take the Bharat Jodo Yatra. महिलाओं के साथ अत्याचार हुआ. When the police asked him क्या अत्याचार हुआ, he has no answer. So you want what, the अत्याचार to continue against the women? You don't want the perpetrators to happen? So he's a habitual, if you'll pardon my word, offender in that sense, not legally, habitual nature of, coming up with these wild utterances. Finally, the law caught up with him. And what's so special about Mr. Rahul Gandhi? He's a citizen like you, me, anyone else on the panel. Should the law apply differently? Should you not read the Representation of People's Act, Section 8.3? Who stopped Mr. Rahul Gandhi from having an amendment to the famous Lily Thomas case in 2013? When then Mr. Kapil Sibal, as the law minister, wanted to bring an amendment to the impact of the Lily Thomas judgment. What was the Lily Thomas judgment? It removed Section 8.4. 4 gave an MP the right of all appeals and prevented disqualification till you exhausted all your legal remedies. But Mr. Rahul Gandhi famously tore that ordinance, threw it into the dustbin while Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was in the US. Well, history's caught up with him. Perhaps if he was a little more circumspect, he would have picked up the Representation of People's Act, studied it, that Section 8, subsection 3 says, shall be disqualified immediately on conviction. He's been convicted. It's a 2-year sentence. It applies squarely on him. The minute it's convicted, he stands disqualified. That notice of his disqualification has been served upon him. You see a conspiracy at it, and you expect, because you are from a Nehru Gandhi family, now everyone should forget everything. The law of the land should be kept aside, and there should be a separate thing for Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because he is entitled to arrive late and have the law operate late for him.